What's up, E.D.G fam? I'm Kevin, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a hopefully very brief channel update, quarter 2 preview. I know I'm a little late on the quarter 2 preview, but to be honest, there hasn't been a whole lot to share up until this point. It's been a very hectic last couple months. As you can tell, there hasn't been a whole lot of content over on the YouTube front. Always active on the Discord, so remember that if you're on the channel and you don't see anything new, head on over there. Always new things posted, always new discussions going on. But I wanted to kick this off with a couple pretty big announcements for the channel. One's more on the creator front, less on the creative side of things. I announced a couple days ago on Discord I had made a huge professional decision to leave my almost nearly 20 years in aviation industry. A lot of the questions I did get through the DMs on Discord were quite flattering, asking me how somebody of my age could possibly have spent 20 years in one industry. To break that down for you real quick, I spent about 2 years in like an IT data backup role during high school. Then I went and did about an 11-year career at another company where I started off as a wire installation, systems installation mechanic before moving on to a production test role for about the last half of that. I then transitioned into my current role of nearly 7 years doing a on-site engineering support role for a customer, and it's been a really good ride. But when opportunities come along, sometimes you can't pass them up, and as much as it will be quite the transition for me, I'm looking for just kind of a lot of the things on this new journey. One thing coming to the channel, I think this change for me will only promote like more productivity as far as getting content out in a more timely scheduled manner. I think that will be something we'll see. It's also going to allow me to really focus on some of the long-term projects, visions I've had personally to bring to Eat Drink Game. It's content you're seeing right now is always stuff I've wanted to do, but I've always had a much larger goal in mind when I created this channel. Coming across that, well, the other big news. So I have recently decided to team up with a bigger, broader, we'll just say, hub of all things geek. We've talked about it for a couple months, and I've decided to bring some board game content, tabletop content, to the Collector's Maze network. So what the Collector's Maze does currently is it does a lot of interviews for movie, TV, special effects. They do interviews with voice actors. They do interviews with comic book creators. I'm probably forgetting a few things. They also do video game designers. One of the first interviews I saw was one of the original designers of Rampage, the video game. I thought that was very intriguing. Definitely kind of had my interest when I saw that. They do some Lego content, but what they've really been kind of lacking is board game content over in their network. So that is something I will be providing for them. Will it change anything on this channel? Probably not too much, as far as you can tell. I'll just be providing them with a lot of the content I do on here specific to board games, and I'm hoping we'll get some good collaboration. I know a lot of you guys, specifically on the Discord, have just as many interests as I do, so I'm hoping some of that content that they'll be providing will be easier access to my community, and then we'll get some really fun, cross-collaborative conversations. One thing I recently thought about, because we've been talking about on the Discord about, the new Dune movie. That's something obviously we talk a lot about as far as board games go, as far as the movies go. So just some cross-collaborative content on media like that will be fun. Speaking of some collaboration, I've always reached out to the Discord community with anything they have, anything they want to bring to the channel. I want to let all of you know on YouTube as well. Anybody that is looking to do any kind of collaborations, bring stuff to the channel, somebody that doesn't necessarily do content, looking to get their feet wet, reach out to me. I'm always open to ideas. I want to bring more talent on. Like I said, I have a much larger goal in mind, and I want to focus on that at some point. So hopefully I can bring a few more people on board to kind of, pick up on some of the board game content as well as the other content I want to provide to the channel. So definitely reach out to me. Speaking of which, I recently just dropped a new channel over on the Discord. It was requested by quite a few of the community members, more on like the miniatures art side of board games. So I'm hoping to be bringing some collaborative content on that front. It's been on the back of my mind to bring, you know, some miniature stuff. I'm not the biggest miniatures painter. I have done a few in the past, but I do think that would be a good opportunity to kind of showcase, highlight some of the creative types we have over in the community, as well as maybe get some of these board games that I have no intention of painting myself, giving them some more color, showing off, you know, what some of these guys can do, giving them all the accolades, because I've seen some very, very good stuff over on the Discord. So I'm excited to show that off. Also, I wanted to mention I have a buddy that's been doing some content creation, kind of dipping a little bit into that Q2 preview. A game I've actually been interested in since I've seen a lot of people getting it fulfilled. Their crowdfunding campaigns was Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. One of my buddies has been doing some content over on his channel. I couldn't be happier to see, you know, some of my community members going off doing some really cool things. Hopefully, you know, they can, you know, get their feet wet, and, you know, maybe I can get him over here doing some stuff at some point too. But I want to link his channel over there, especially if you didn't back this game, you have some interest in it. Gloomhaven's always kind of been a game that I have been intrigued by. I have played a little bit, but haven't been able to dive completely in. This new small box version of it looks like something I definitely want to pick up. So I got to give my buddy over on the Discord and on his channel some love and let him know that I am glad he got to show it off to me, because he, as most of these people over on the Discord community, we can be bad influences on each other when it comes to picking up some new stuff. So that said, I'm going to jump over into the Q2 preview just to kind of give you an idea what we should have coming in the channel. Generally, like I said, I like to do these at the beginning of the quarter. I don't feel like we've missed a whole lot coming into that. So the first game I do want to talk about is an older one. I did just get my copy in a couple weeks ago. I've been holding off for this one for very specific reasons. The game I'm talking about is FrostPunk by Glass Cannon Unplugged. If you follow the channel, you know that I have, you know, done some preview coverage for Dying Light, the board game. I recently, I recently just saw that they have a new crowdfunding campaign coming in the next couple months. Was not familiar with that IP. We're waiting on the Apex Legends campaign to fulfill sometime this summer. That was one I covered last year, and they obviously have another big title hopefully coming to crowdfunding at the end of the year. That's Diablo, but FrostPunk is definitely one of the earlier board games that they've dropped, and I want to bring that over. I have a buddy that's played, I didn't even realize this until about a week ago, that he played the video game heavily. So I'm waiting on something kind of special to do with that unboxing, something that, you know, I feel like it will be fresh for anybody into FrostPunk. You won't get that anywhere else, I don't think. So we'll be diving into FrostPunk a little differently than I think you'll see anywhere else. So definitely stay tuned for that one. The next one I want to talk about is actually, speaking of my buddy, he got a buddy locally. He's a really good friend. He backed Primal The Awakening. I think this was like two years ago. Anyways, he should be getting his copy in any day now. He has been gracious enough to want to come on to the channel, help me, you know, with some content, show off Primal The Awakening. I assume we'll probably do some playthroughs shortly after that. So if that's a game you're interested in, we'll be covering that with his copy. Getting him on here, though, it will be a huge milestone. It's somebody I enjoyed playing games with. It's somebody I cook food with quite often, somebody that I like to go grab a drink with. So I'm hoping we can get him more up on the channel. Like I said, looking for more people. This is a community. This is not supposed to be just me. So getting him on here will be fun. I'll probably dive into some other games that him and I are familiar with, maybe getting some updated playthroughs. He did just bring me back a couple bottles from Rabbit Hole Distillery, so thank you, Jeff, man. Love you for that. We'll probably be diving into these, not that we haven't already, in the next couple weeks, doing some tastings with him, getting his feet wet. So I'm looking forward to that as well. The next thing I want to talk about is I did just pre-order. I've seen a lot of people get this in lately. Let's Go to Japan. That one I'm hoping to do something even more special with. I know I'm steamrolling, you know, how cool some of this stuff's gonna be, but I have a special guest in mind to bring on for that unboxing. Hopefully do some playthroughs. I bought this game with that person in mind, so it would be really cool to get them on the channel. And I'm excited for this one. It looks like, kind of a vacation planning, very thematic when it comes to Japan. And it looks like a great family way game, so we'll dive into that one hopefully in the next couple weeks as well. And then the only crowdfunding campaign I really feel comfortable saying that I think we should get before the end of Q2. I have a couple more that are on the cusp. I probably going to be really early Q3. 2 huge games. I don't want to say they're going to be here when I can't promise that, but I do think Iron Force by Brand Games will make it here hopefully before July. That would be my goal. It's already a game that's going to be a year past the original fulfillment date. I'm excited for this one. A lot of you know that I love dexterity games, love my Crokinole board, and so I'm excited to get this to the channel because it'll be something different. The unboxing should be cool, but hopefully getting the solo play out there, as well as some competitive plays with friends, family, whatever, how that works out. But very excited to get that one, and I know that was kind of a niche crowdfunding campaign, so not gonna have a whole lot of access as far as picking it up, but hopefully it's something I get to share with you guys. That said, I think that's it. I think I covered it all. I hope this was brief enough. It didn't go too far in depth as far as some of the personal stuff, but I did want to tag up with a lot of you and give you guys a heads up. Discord was very supportive. That community is amazing. So if you're not a part of the Discord community and you're looking for some friends, head over there. We're going to have some community plays coming up. My schedule hopefully will get a little less crazy as this new career transition goes for me. But like I said, I do have some spotlight plans with the Collector's Maze, with my own content, trying to get back on track and hang out with you guys more often. That said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you guys all on the next one, and much love.